Reported that nearly 60,000 children in northern Gaza received the final dose of the polio vaccine on Saturday. The goal is to vaccinate 100,000 children in the region. Getting this done in northern Gaza has been tough, though. The Israeli military only agreed to pause. Good morning to you guys. We're coming on momentarily. Good morning, Brewhouse. Good morning, Polly. Good morning, everybody. We're getting started on all the stations. I'm trying to get everything together.
Test of Russian influence in the former USSR. With nearly all ballots counted, incumbent Maya Sandu led a Socialist Party challenger with 55% of the vote. Sandu called it an endorsement of Moldova's dignified European future and pro-Western policy she has accelerated in the wake of Russia's invasion of Moldova's neighbor Ukraine. Yet her margin of victory came in part thanks to expatriate Moldovans voting in the West. Sandu trailed among voters inside the country. The election was marred by claims of Russian-backed ballot rigging and disinformation, charges Moscow denies. Sandu's team was outside interference distorted the results and public support for an earlier referendum.
What's up? What's up? Hey, man, that dadgum, the Falcons are doing good. My Falcons are doing good. So your Chiefs tonight have got to beat the mess out of the Bucks.
Tough your East Alabama West Shores weather forecast on the Sunny FM radio network. Cloudy today with a high near 70. East winds around 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies tonight, slight chance of showers in the forecast. Low near 60. East southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies for your election Tuesday. Then partly cloudy by the afternoon. Slight chance of showers. High near 79. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies for your Tuesday night.
You got 500 things to do.
Midnight, 40% chance of rain. Low near 60.
Good morning, Patriot. Good morning, everybody.
Plenty of rain coming in with a 60% chance of showers. Thunder showers possible. High near 76. East winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. 76 is the high. Low near 65 with overcast skies. On Wednesday night, chance of rainfall 60%. Light and variable winds. That's a look at your East Alabama West Shores weather forecast right here on the Sunny FM Radio Network.
Looking for the right bank? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. We're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. SouthernStatesBank.net. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, and MLS number 410611.
Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday.
35 degrees there.
It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location. Bring you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newnan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lewis Boynian. I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area.
Do you have a family recipe
As a counselor,
that the family just can't get enough of during the holidays? Yes. Or no, or maybe. I had 500 things going on, guys. If I missed a word, I apologize.
If you're in need of counseling services, please reach out. We can do
Good morning, Martin.
It's the last carnival of 2024 Lanett Fall Festival presented by Jordan Communications in the Old Mill parking lot in Lanett, Alabama, November 12th through the 17th. Readmission 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Merry-go-round.
I think I can see the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, too. I agree with you on that.
Presented by WQEE, WZZV, WVEQ, November 12th through the 17th. Be there.
The average time a resume spends on an HR manager's desk is 7 seconds, and most of them are tossed aside. Now imagine if one of those resumes belonged to Yasmin.
Well, being in the shelter, juggling, I have to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
You realize so much on the resume, yet it could never tell the full story of someone who
I have to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every part of the work.
discovered great talent at gradsoflife.org. Brought to you by Grads of Life and the
The all-new Sunny 98.7 FM WVEQ Lanett, Alabama. Joins the Jordan Communications and Family Radio Station. WQEE. Sports and talk. The key on WZZV. Victory 100.3 FM Gospel in Lagrange, Georgia. Be a part of the local traditions and local communities. Jordan Communications bringing you the best in local entertainment. The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele.
Oh, you know what time it is when you hear that theme song. Either Triple H is coming out to make a new match between Roman Reigns and Solo, or it's time for the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If I don't see you, a very, very good night. $11 minutes past the hour. We're currently, goodness gracious, holding about 60 degrees out there. I figured to be a little colder than that, guys. 61 degrees right now. We welcome you into the RyanORadio Penitentiary. You know where we're at? We're all over the Sunny FM radio network. That's right. The Sunny FM radio network is taking us exclusive from Metro Atlanta all the way to East Alabama. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We welcome you in once again. 250,000 listeners there, 80,000 plus listeners worldwide on the internet. We're all over the RyanORadio media page, which means I'm going to be on Spreaker. You can get that. It's going to send me out to 23 other different streaming platforms. That's right. We're streaming on iHeartRadio, Amazon Prime, and Spreaker. We're across the YouTube page and Facebook page, which, we utilize them because you know why? Because we're real radio. That's right. And we're across the Navajo Nation out there with 25 real and internet radio stations in Arizona and New Mexico. That's where we're at. We're also this morning across, ladies and gentlemen, the British Columbia Isles of Canada. They took one of our feeds and they made their own thing called the Canadian Radio Network. So I want to say good morning to them. Thank them for listening because they wanted to chat with one another while we were on YouTube. We're going to say hello to all of you guys here in a moment. Coming up, guys, let you guys know it's the RyanORadio Penitentiary, the best in sports, entertainment, news, what is going on. We get you ready, get your mornings kicked off just right. I got my Starbucks triple shot energy drink ready to go like I really need it. But I want to thank the management of the station for helping us out with that. Also, I want to go ahead and tell you guys, welcome you in here. We do national and world news every 30 minutes on the hour, so you'll know what's going on around the world, as well as 15 minutes past the hour, local state news and what's going on there. This morning as well at 15 till, we usually do sports news, and we'll have some of your local sports for you and get you ready for what's going on around the world. Hey, man, we've got a week full of it, and we'll appreciate you guys being with us. We're brand new on the all-new WVEQ out there adding us this morning. Good morning to Ben, the crew there, and Ben in the afternoons and everything. I want to say good morning to Pastor Clyde Reed over at WZZV, our Victory 100.3 FM station. If you need prayers, he definitely can do that for you. And I've got a lot of prayer requests sent to the radio station, thanks to you guys. We'll get into that. I'm going to get them over to our pastor on the network. But let me tell you what, guys, if you're tuning in for the first time, you probably go, hey, I know this guy's voice. Yeah, you know my voice. You know my voice in the metro Atlanta area of Newnan there. You know what I'm doing. You know who I am. Been all over, just a short stint. Went to Pensacola, Florida for a little bit. Went to Las Vegas, Nevada. Worked for a major company out there in Las Vegas that owned broadcast stations, radio stations in Nevada, Arizona, and California. I was friends with some of the major ESPN people as well there, and some of the big radio stars out on the West Coast. Did a little stint in Pensacola, Florida, and you guys remember from way in the back in the day here in the metro Atlanta area of Newnan. I've been here for 7+ years, but you remember there in the Valley area, Chattahoochee Valley area, you guys remember me on one of the other stations that were there. So I'm back and better than ever. Got that going on. 36 degrees in God's country, Virginia, says the Patriot. Got to say good morning to him on the YouTube page. 79 degrees and warm down there in West Palm Beach, Florida, says Keith D. Good morning to Keith D. Brewhouse Reviews is on with us on the YouTube. I got to say good morning to Martin in Washington State. Got to say hello to Curtis, my friend. He says, good morning, my friend from Atlanta, Georgia, and good morning to everyone in the chat there from he's over in Nolens, Louisiana, in that area. Bali's on with us from India, by way of India to New York City. Got to say good morning to Daniel. He says, Alabama. He's from Missouri right there. He's saying good morning to Alabama, guys. He's saying good morning to you guys. Also, this is out of the YouTube chat. I'm saying hello to them. We say usually hello to a few different people before we get everything started. All right, guys, like, subscribe, and share on the YouTube page. Hey, on our WQEQ page, like and follow that page. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on, everything in the community from Metro Atlanta to East Alabama. All the shows are on all the networks. That's right, WQE the Key. You can follow us on there on our Facebook page. And on there, I've got our poll question in the morning, which is also on the YouTube. Do you guys have a family recipe that family just can't get enough of during the holidays? So far in my YouTube chat, yes, 56%, no, 22%, maybe 0%, not really 22%. Some of you just don't want to give away your secrets, do you? All right, let's get into it. Let's go ahead and do a little traffic update for you right quick as we head into the local news. It's about 17 minutes past the hour. Current conditions, 61 degrees in the metro Atlanta area of Newnan. Traffic in Gwinnett County looking like they crashed at I-85 southbound right past Pleasant Hill. That's exit 104, blocking the hot lane, 2 spots if you're heading that direction. Flow lane at C.H. James Parkway over at Humphrey Hills Road in all directions. This is in Austell. Traffic light is also out there. Traffic heading down in the East Alabama way from Metro Atlanta, Newnan. Traffic is picking up, but there's no major issues there. Hogansville looking good, as well as our friends in Lagrange. Remember, exit 1 off the West Point exit, there's kind of a go-around. There's no lights at night, so you might get confused, so be careful when you're going through there. No traffic. Everybody's getting ready to head back to school on this Monday in the East Alabama way. If you see something I don't see, show us. And coming northbound to Atlanta and hitting me up in downtown Newnan, Jackson Street's picking up a tad bit, heading towards the high school right there, Jackson Street, heading on Lagrange Street. Hey, guys, you got something going on, news, weather, traffic, let us know. The way to get in touch with me is 99classicrock@gmail.com. Or the best way to drop in any information total is LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That's LanettRadio@yahoo.com. We'll get all the stuff that's going on in the community. This month starts national, ladies and gentlemen. It's National Native American Month, ladies and gentlemen. So we just want to get you that information out there to you. We're celebrating with our friends on the Navajo Nation. Good morning to Sweet Leaf and crew there. We'll say hello to you guys in just a few moments. Stay with us. We got the local news coming up for you. And after that, Coach Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagles.
Listening to the RyanORadio
providing personalized service. Call Southern States Bank for great service. Natural business bank. Check us out at SouthernStatesBank.net.
Good morning, guys. How you guys doing, Pam? Hey, what's you doing, Pam? I'll get your.
What's going on in the community, state and local in East Alabama, West Georgia? On November 1st, 2024, about 10:34 a.m., Newnan PD was dispatched to a robbery at the America's Bank located at 102 Crossing Bypass. Newnan PD detectives arrived on the scene within minutes. They learned that a male offender passed a note to the bank teller indicating.
Thank God it's Monday, Ryan.
Yes, it is. How's it going, Coach?
Hey, it's a beautiful day.
I know that's right. Well, I got a couple of local news things to do. We'll come back. We'll kick off the show like we normally do. Then I'll do my news at the bottom of the hour and we'll finish up. But I'm glad that we got a good one to talk about this morning.
Man, it was, I don't
Close?
know if you heard about it, but it was an amazing game, amazing comeback. We were down 30-14 with 9 minutes to go in the game.
Wow.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yes.
Can you hear me?
I can now. I don't know that, did you hear my little story?
Yeah, I heard it about the comeback. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 9 minutes to go, down by 15, 30-14, and things were going so well. We just gave up spaces. I had to kick off to them, and the guys just got it together and decided, yeah, we ain't gonna lose this thing. And the Lord put everything in place. It was incredible.
I'm so proud of them, though. I was so glad when I saw the score. I listened to a little bit of it on the internet. Good morning to you, Crispies. I listened to a little bit on the internet, but I didn't have much time with all the stuff that was going on, getting ready for today. I don't know why I'm nervous. I've been in bigger radio stations, I guess because the CEO is down there and everything.
Sure, that's understandable. It's all right, big day.
Let's see here, so I can get rid of some of this stuff.
We're still gonna be done by 2:45.
Yeah, we should be.
Okay. Good morning. How y'all doing? Thank you. Hey, Chris. Do you have a key to this crossing, the downside? We didn't do that.
Oh, you woke up with a hangover. Good that you're going to stop doing that. All right, get ready to go on, Coach.
All right, my brother.
60 degrees out there, 61 actually. Stay with us. We're going inside the coach's corner. More local news coming up for you in the next hour. We got stuff from the Valley PD, so stay tuned for that. But right now, let's go inside our coach's corner with our favorite head football coach. Let's do it on this Monday.
Good morning, Ryan. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Coach? We've got Coach Tommy Lewis from the landmark Christian War Eagles over in Fairburn, Georgia. Coach, it is fantastic to have you again here on this Monday edition. And of course, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk a little bit of high school football, and we're going to talk about the big win, the big comeback win on Friday for the landmark Christian War Eagles. And to me, it's exciting because I just want to know, did the early start time have anything to do with this? Or was it just also the young men were just like, we got to come back and win this one? Or a little bit of both?
Yeah, it was definitely different. You heard some of the kids were excited about the early start time because we got out of school early.
Yes.
So that's always high on a teenager's list, getting out of class.
Right.
But yeah, then there were some other maybe more seasoned veterans who were like, man, coach just messes up my routine. So we had a mixed bag of thoughts and feelings about a 3:45 p.m. kickoff time, but I can't really blame that for a slow start. Unfortunately we've have not cracked the code on jumping out and really playing well from the get-go. We were slow starting again, but I say slow start. We're slow starters on offense. Our defense has kept us in every game, has played well in every game. And it's just offensively, whether it's the rhythm, the timing, it could be the play calling by me. There are a number of different factors it could be, but we just haven't been able to come out of the blocks fast, strong, and hard on offense. And so this game was no different. It was 7-7 at halftime, 14-14 at the end of three quarters.
Right.
Then we just kind of stubbed our toes the first half of the fourth quarter. Gave up 2 touchdowns. Had a brain freeze moment on kickoff return after they went up 28-14. One of our returners just kind of looked at the ball and just sit there on the 5-yard line, and everybody's yelling, "Pick it up!" He picks it up and gets tackled right at the 5. So
wow.
We're down 28-14. A little over 9 minutes to go in the game. And then the snap goes to the back of the end zone, and they get a safety on us. So it's 30-14 with just over 9 minutes to go.
Right.
And, as the coaching staff, we just pulled them over on the side and just said, hey, guys, it feels like the wheels are coming off, but, hey, everybody's going to be watching how you respond. Your teammates, your fans, the other team, everybody's going to be watching how you guys respond to this moment, to this adversity that we're going through right now. And, use the old-fashioned phrase, they pulled up the bootstraps and really played with heart, determination, and love. And as our high school principal, Joe Curtis, said, we stood on business and just decided that we had more to give than what we had been showing ourselves to that point. And again, we just loved each other through it.
Right.
Hard, and we were able to come back and win 34-30 in those last 9 minutes. So it was a great night for sure. I mean, the kids celebrated. We had fun with it, and it was a big win for our program to finish out the season on a winning note like that and to finish the regular season 7-3.
Definitely, Coach. And, Coach, with that being said, where do you guys move on from here with that win on Friday afternoon?
Yes, sir. We'll be in the state playoffs once they begin. GHSA has pushed the playoffs back because of a couple storms we had during the season. There are a number of schools who did not get all of their games in. Some of them are important region games.
Right.
And so rather than starting the state playoffs this Friday, all of those makeup games are being played this week. Some schools are even playing 2 games this week on all those games will go on this week, and then I imagine either late Friday night or early Saturday morning we'll find out where the brackets are all set, and we'll find out who we're playing and where we're playing.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more with Coach Tommy Lewis right after this short break. Every 30 minutes on the hour, we got the best in national and world news for you. Here's the latest from CBS Radio News. All right, Coach, we'll come back and talk about anything else that's going on with the school as far as football-wise or any other big sports going on right now.
State cross country, which our team qualified for, will be next weekend. But other than that, it's really kicking off the new season. Basketball,
Right.
and swimming, which nobody has any big news just yet. It's more about tryouts and their preseason.
Okay.
So really, the only other team that's really in season is the cross country team, which will have states next weekend. And we'll start the state playoffs. There's a lot of projections on who will play. It looks like we're going to have a home playoff game. But
Okay.
again, everything will be official until those brackets come out.
All right, well, we won't talk about that because we want to wait till we get closer to that and get the information out there. So we'll just see what's going on at the school and then maybe tell us what you watched over the weekend in football-wise, what was exciting in the NFL and college. So
Okay, sounds great.
that way we won't get too much. But yeah, I was so proud for the win. I know it's come from behind, or not come from behind, but a nail biter. But I was glad you guys won. I was excited to see that final score. I was like, yeah. Well, maybe we need to be playing games earlier now.
I don't know. It was a
Good morning, Terry.
of, a really, really great game for 3 quarters, and then it seemed like for half the fourth quarter, it just was like, or at least the first 3 minutes, it was like, what is going on?
Right.
Guys just really buckled down and got it done. I mean, it was a lot of fun to be a part of something like that. And even Mount Vernon, I mean, they didn't slip quietly into that good night. I mean, they
didn't.
Things left, and when they got the ball back and we scored our go-ahead touchdown, and they played the old lateral game. It was about a 40-second play to finish out the game because they kept it alive with lateral ends, throwing it back and forth, and got to about midfield doing that. And fortunately, we were able to end that play and preserve the victory. But it was a lot of fun. You guys really shown that they got a lot of deep positive character traits.
Ooh, well, I'm glad to hear that.
And I didn't get to watch too much football this weekend. We went and saw our son Micah up at Mars Hill. They had their last home game, so we decided to go up and visit him. That's not Tobias is shorter. He was a part of a big blowout. They won 55-0 or something like that.
Well, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about that since that's what you got to do this weekend.
Are you looking for that special gift
I
for
think
your
it is.
daughter, sister, mother, grandmother, or best friend?
Woo.
Give the gift of safety and self-defense. Hi.
Woo-hoo.
Didn't get to watch the Bills play.
You didn't get to watch the Bills play?
Yeah, didn't get to watch the Bills play. They won on a 61-yard field goal.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Buddy Sean McDermott really doing a great job up there in Buffalo, and my buddy Mike Tomlin had the weekend off. I think they had a bye week this week.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're getting ready to come back. Coach?
Sounds good.
Welcome back into the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Good morning to you. 61 degrees out there. We appreciate you being with us. We're inside the Coach's Corner. We'll have our, of course, it's on the Facebook page as well as the YouTube page. Our poll question in the morning. Got to say good morning to truck driver Terry tuning in to us this morning. He'll tell us later on where he's at. But we're inside the Coach's Corner with Coach Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagles over in Fairburn, Georgia. Great school and a great private school, guys. And what a great win it was for them on Friday, 34-30. We're going to continue talking with the coach about football and what's going on over at the school here in just a moment. But first, let's talk more football. I know you got a couple of games to check out this weekend. You got one big game in the NFL and then one in college. So let's jump into that, whichever one you want to start with, college or NFL for the weekend, Coach.
Yeah, well, we had the opportunity to go see one of our sons, Micah, playing up at Mars Hill. It was their last home game, so we wanted to get up there and check that out. They had a great conference win against Emory and Henry, and tell you, some athletes out there that that have their heart set on Division I football. I totally get it. Shoot for the stars, but you get an opportunity to play any kind of college football. You're an elite company, and Division II football is very good. Very, very good football. It was a lot of fun to watch the game. Mike didn't get a chance to play, but it was great to see him and visit with him a little bit. And we also kept up with our other son, Tobias. He plays at Shorter University, and we'll go check him out this coming weekend. They got another home game, but they Shorter beat Virginia University of Lynchburg 55-0. Over the weekend. So those were the games we were checking out on Saturday. And then yesterday afternoon, I got a chance to check out one of my former players. Well, I say one of my former players. He played at William & Mary. I was coaching William & Mary when he was there, but he was not in my position group. Sean McDermott, the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. So got to watch his guys play, and they had a battle on their hands, and won with a 61-yard field goal. I believe the final score was 30-27. That was a great, fun game to watch, and just love the toughness and the character that our guys exhibited on Friday night. It brings to me the game certainly has an opportunity to bring out the best in people.
Right.
And so, it was a lot of fun cheering the Bills on yesterday.
Sounds good. So I know we had some football action. My Falcons won good. I won big over the weekend. I'm excited about that. And tonight's the big Monday night game between the Bucs and the Chiefs. Who do you got in that one, Coach?
Yeah, I would love for the Buccaneers to pull it off, but I just think that the Chiefs at home just might be a little too much for them to handle.
I think so too. I mean, you've got Patrick Mahomes. You've got don't know why people are calling while you're on. They normally don't. You've got Patrick Mahomes. You've got Jason Kelsey's brother, Travis Kelce, and you've got Taylor Swift. So you got to look out for that tonight. Thank you for calling in. Please call in after the coach is off, please. All right, guys. And Coach, tell us a little bit about what's going on at the school over there.
Yeah, we always have something going on, Rhino. It's not in the arts with some kind of theater show or art show. We have stuff going on in athletics, and as we prepare for the state playoffs in football, starting next Friday the 15th, our cross-country team qualified for state. They'll be running this coming weekend at the state championships in cross-country. So, and then, of course, all of our winter athletes started their season, basketball, boys and girls basketball, wrestling, and swimming. And
right.
So, but plenty going on, plenty to check out here over at Landmark, and invite anybody to come by and make an appointment with our mission team if they're thinking about Landmark for their children.
Sounds good, Coach. Well, Coach, with all that being said and done, and you're being heard all the way from Metro Atlanta to East Alabama, anything else you'd like to add before we let you get out of here?
Just really appreciate our relationship with you guys there at WQEE, Rhino, and all the other affiliates. And thanks so much for having us on. Look forward to talking with you again next week.
Sounds good, guys. We're going to have more Inside the Coach's Corner with our favorite head coach, Tommy Lewis, next week on the show. So stay tuned for that. Yes, you've been listening to Inside the Coach's Corner, right here on the Jordan Communications Family Radio Stations, and our favorite head coach, Coach Tommy Lewis from the Landmark Christian War Eagle.
War Eagle.
At least I got to say that this week for at least one team. Back in a moment, guys. All right, Coach.
All right, appreciate you, Rhino, man. Congratulations on all the stuff that's happening there, man.
Sounds good. We're working on all the audio issues, getting everything combined. So up and down, they were hearing you up and down. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate you, Rhino. Thanks so much, and have a great day and a great week.
Well, you too. Thank you.
All right, brother.
All right. Bye. All right. I will get with Ben and tell him that. I actually just emailed him that while we were talking. We're getting emails back and forth. He probably turned it up on us to hear the coach so we'll have to do something about the phone volume. Good morning, everybody. We'll say hello to you guys when we get back. Good morning, oh glory. Was who Irish? I probably missed something. Oh, Coach? Does he got Irish in him? I have never asked him that. Good question. Never really thought about asking that. I'll ask him that next time. $60 and raining, and Missouri headed to Arkansas. Oh, you're in the same state with
Christian War Eagles defeated Mount Vernon 34-30. Ballard over Tron 42-16. Manchester and Greenville's rival game into the season with Manchester over Greenville 46-7. Spencer defeated Hardway 25-20. Shaw shut down Jordan 54-0. In the East Alabama side of things, Randolph County.
Pray for Old Glory. What's going on with Old Glory? I'll put him in the prayer list this morning, along with
Mississippi Seawolves 5-0. Let's look at what's going on with local sports right here on the Sunny FM Radio Network. Superior Gas and Lanett is your full-service propane dealer serving residential.
Let me write that down.
They have a full selection of generators, heaters, gas logs, and fireplaces. They're located at 752 North Lanett Avenue in Lanett, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306. It's the last carnival of 2024, Lanett Fall Festival, presented by Jordan Communications in the Old Mill Parking Lot, Lanett, Alabama, November 12th through the 17th. Pre-admission 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Merry-go-rounds, family, kid, and adult rides, wristband circuit. Lanett Fall Festival presented by WQEE, WZZV, WVEQ, November 12th through the 17th. Be there. You're listening to the Sunny FM Radio Networks, WQEE 99.1 FM NEWNAN, WZZV 100.3 FM Lagrange, WZEV 90.5 FM Lineville, Alabama, and the all-new WVEQ.
Welcome back in. Welcome back into the RyanORadio Penitentiary here in Lockdown here on this Monday edition. Major News Monday. We'll get all the news you need to use. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, on our WQEQ Facebook page, like, subscribe, and share there. You can also, ladies and gentlemen, answer our poll question this morning, which is also on the YouTube page. Do you have a family recipe that family just can't get enough during the holidays? Yes, 47% so far on the YouTube. No, 33%. 0% for maybe, and not really with 20%. Oh, I've got this special. Oh, man, I can't tell you about it. My dad used to make this back when he was with us here on the earth. He used to make what he called kind of a fruit salad. He'd mix in a bunch of different fruits and then walnuts and different things like that, and mix it all together with some whipped cream for Thanksgiving. Oh, man. Oh, Lord, I'm getting hungry now because Thanksgiving is, what, a few weeks away? We just had Halloween, guys. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I mean, good Lord the mighty. You know, I don't know. Wow. It's already here. We'll get some of your top headlines coming up for you, plus stuff going on in the local area. So stay with us there. We're about almost 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. Got a few things we want to talk about here, but first, just want to get this out, man. Yes, we call that a what? Oh yes, brew house. Brew house on YouTube is saying they have a name for the salad. I call it the Yankee salad because my father was from Brooklyn, so we call it the Yankee salad. Good morning to truck driver Terry out there on the road. He is in Missouri this morning. He told us he's going through there. It's raining and it's currently 60 degrees there, 46 degrees in Washington State, according to Martin, and 35 degrees in West by God, Virginia, according to Brewhouse and the Patriot. We're at 61 degrees right now here in the metro Atlanta area of NEWNAN. We want to welcome everybody in as we're on 4 radio networks there on the Jordan Communication and Family Radio Station. I like to call it the Sunny FM Radio Network. We are on, of course, you guys are an hour behind over there in Lineville, so you're just now waking up. You're like, what's this bright light doing? Time change over the weekend. Good morning, Lineville, Ashland, and East Alabama over there. Also, you're right there in Lagrange, Hogansville, and all those areas. into Franklin with our good friends at WZZV, where Pastor Clyde Reed every morning begins right behind me, the gospel truth. You love that kind of great gospel music, he'll bring it to you until about 1 o'clock. Also, we're on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key, home of Southern Sports Inspirational Talk and more, Metro Atlanta's news, talk, and sports station, and everything. Let's go to the phone lines. Let's see if we can hear this person. I wasn't going to do any phone calls, but let's do it. Good morning. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go. I don't know what happened.
Okay, yeah, just a part of getting used to all the new technology you got going on.
Yeah, I don't know what technology is anyway.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm calling you from Missouri up here. My
Missouri.
dad up on in a tree with a what do you call it? With a cup and a string. How good it's working, but
Well, you tell you what, Missouri is just north of the South. They're Southerners, so they're all right. They're with it. They're us.
yeah. I come through here a little bit, and I don't come out here near as much as I'd like to, but I just wanted to get on here and say good morning to all our new friends out there. I understand we're getting some of that Roll Tide and some of those War Eagles.
Oh yeah.
We a little bit everywhere this morning.
We are. I think mostly where we're at there in East Alabama, even though they're right on the outskirts of the University of Auburn, most of them are Alabama fans there. So it's really unique.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I just wanted to say good morning to you. I'm riding in the rain this morning. I guess there's a cold front coming through, so
Yeah, I guess
it
so.
is what it is. We survived Halloween,
We did.
and
Thanksgiving's
I didn't
around.
eat too much candy.
Well, Thanksgiving's around the corner too, so get ready for
Yeah,
that.
we got Thanksgiving coming around.
Turkey.
Doing good. We're doing good. So good morning to everybody. I ain't got a whole lot of good news. Only good news I've got is tomorrow's the day, folks. If you ain't voted, you ain't cool. That's all I'm saying. If you don't vote, you ain't cool. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
You got to be in with the cool kids, huh?
We're gonna call them nerds if they don't vote. You don't vote, folks. It's important.
Oh, wow. There you go. Well, I appreciate it, Truck Driver Terry. Holler at you, brother. Bye. That's Truck Driver Terry on the road in Missouri this morning, close to Daniel. We got to try to get that up. We're working on some of the audio feed there on one of our feeds. But we want to welcome in WVEQ, the all-new WVEQ in Lanett, Alabama, where, ladies and gentlemen, you get the best in today's hits and yesterday's favorites. That's everything you know. I was listening to them last week, and I heard some Foo Fighters, and I heard some Cranberries, and he was rocking out with some 80s and 90s, but I was listening to all this other stuff. I was like, Ben's getting hip. He's playing some rock and roll there. So anyway, working on all that stuff, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening through there. All right, let's see what else we got. I want to thank Truck Driver Terry. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a look at what's going on with some of your headline news. Locally, I just want to let you know that Storyteller Studios here, LLC, will be filming outside and inside of Lilith Garden today from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Traffic's going to be affected there. Speaking of traffic, we'll take a look at your traffic in just a few moments. Hey, guys, another newsworthy note. Wendy's may be shutting down. That's right. I know some of you guys are like, what? The $5? No, a lot of you use that Wendy's $5 menu or whatever. Wendy's announced it will be closing 140 restaurants in the coming months, but plans to open those same amount of restaurants at different locations. So they're closing down some and reopening them. So really not closing down. They're just changing locations. So far, that's additionally 100 restaurants closing as of May, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't get your Frosty or your SpongeBob SquarePants hamburger, Krabby Patty, you better get it before it closes down. I'm telling you right now. Brewhouse Reviews drops in. I'm a pecan pie man myself. They're talking about Thanksgiving in the feed. Guys, let us know your thoughts. Do you have a family recipe that family just can't get enough of during the holidays? 53% of you say yes, 29% of you say no, 0% say maybe, and 18% say not really. You got to check it out also on our WQEQ page, the Facebook page. You can get your votes in there as well. Good morning, BK on the air. How you doing, my brother from another radio mother up in North Georgia? He does the best radio show when it comes to everything from old radio shows to new movies. That's what BK does. Barry, good morning to you. Hey, Keith D, what's going on, Ryan? Hi, there you go, Keith D down in Florida. 79 degrees, he says, in his neck of the woods. Yeah, he's just teasing all of us because he's going to get to go to the beach today. All right, guys, before we get it, we got some more headline news to go into next hour. Hey, over the weekend, Jason Kelce, the brother of Travis Kelce, got into it with a Penn State fan. Did you guys hear about this? Oh, God. Yeah, I know. You never would have thought that. I mean, the guy that jumped in the ring with another former Philadelphia Eagle player to help Rey Mysterio during WrestleMania Night 1 in Philadelphia. The guy that showed up at a few of his brother's games in the freezing cold temperatures of 10-degree weather with no shirt on, drinking an adult beverage. You would think that he would take some fan's phone. But the fan said something they shouldn't have said. Of course, Travis Kelce would have just laughed in the face of the fan, but the fan said some derogatory remarks, calling him kind of the F word for dating Taylor Swift. Now, how is that? That just seems a little bit strange to me. Nerd, hey, that's one thing, but hey, come on, really? But I tell you what, Jason, you should have listened to your future sister-in-law and just shake it off. Shake it off. That's right. Stay with us, more on the way. RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. I'm going to have to get the prayer request back on. Is it Shake It Off is on? Because I got that song going on from here. I had a news story that went with that song, so I played it, Andrew. Different song. I think he might sue him. He took his phone and tore it away. Might have been it was too low. $49, yep. Maybe he just didn't like the way I was doing the show. Too much talking. 49 on 45, so watch out for those. There you go, guys. Stay tuned. Coming up, we got news at the top of the hour on the Jordan Communication and Family Radio stations. The RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on here. Period number 2 coming up. We got a lot more in store for you, so don't you dare move away from that radio dial.
WQEE 9.1 FM NEWNAN, WZZV 100.3 FM Lagrange, WVEQ 98.7 FM Lanett, WZEV 90.5 FM Lineville, Jordan Communication Station.
This message comes from Moo. Great brands deserve great design. At Moo, they specialize in premium print, marketing materials, and branded merchandise. You can upload and customize your own designs or choose one of their templates. Get started at moo.com.
Means she doesn't have to cook.
News in Washington. I'm Dave Manning. After months of speeches and rallies, this is the final full day of campaigning for Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump in the race for the White House. Election day is tomorrow. NPR's Deepa Shivaram says Harris will spend the day making multiple stops in the swing state of Pennsylvania.
Harris will campaign in Pittsburgh and make stops in Allentown and Reading, which both have a large Puerto Rican population. It's a group whose vote Harris has been trying to court since a comedian made disparaging remarks about the island at a recent event for former President Trump. Several celebrities will join Harris throughout the day, including Lady Gaga, Fat Joe, and Katy Perry. Harris will end the night with a rally in Philadelphia late Monday before heading back to Washington. She'll be at Howard University for R&R on election night. Deepa Shivaram, NPR News, Detroit.
Donald Trump will be campaigning in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Michigan today. The Republican presidential nominee is holding rallies in each state. In Macon, Georgia yesterday, Trump described Election Day 2024 as
The most important political event in the history of our country. I believe that. But you have to do one little thing. I don't want your money. I don't want anything. The only thing I want is get out of the just get it finished.
more than 75 million Americans have taken part in early voting, according to the University of Florida's election plan. There's word from Los Angeles this morning that music legend Quincy Jones has died at the age of 91. According to his publicist, Jones died yesterday at his home in Bel Air, California. Cause of death was not given. During his long career, Jones was known for producing Michael Jackson's album Thriller, as well as collaborations with Frank Sinatra and Ray Charles.
Playing Air Supply.
The UN says the effort to vaccinate children in Gaza against polio is wrapping up today. More than 450,000 children in central and southern Gaza have received a second dose.
Must not have been coming in very good for him.
NPR's Juliana Kim reports the final vaccinations are being administered today in northern Gaza.
The United Nations reported that nearly 60,000 children in northern Gaza received the final dose of the polio vaccine on Saturday. The goal is to vaccinate 100,000 children in the region. Getting this done in northern Gaza has been tough, though. The Israeli military only agreed to pause fighting in Gaza City, arguing that people in
I'll find out after I get off the air.
evacuated. Still, the UN says
I've already
there's about 15
sent a message
kids
to
in
him.
urban areas outside Gaza City, and missing them could undermine the vaccine campaign. Juliana,
Go to bed. Have a good night, brother.
This is NPR News from Washington. Germany's top diplomat is in Ukraine today on an unannounced visit. The foreign minister's trip to Kyiv.
I know I got sponsors listening.
European support for Ukraine and its president Volodymyr Zelensky, with Russia's invasion of Ukraine inching closer to the 3-year mark. In recent weeks, the Pentagon and NATO have confirmed the presence of North Korean troops in Russia to help Russia's military with the war. The pro-Western leader of the former Soviet Republic of Moldova.
Way to go, bro. Thank you, brother.
Country's presidential runoff election. As NPR's Charles Maines reports, that election is viewed by many as the latest test of Russian influence in the former USSR.
All ballots counted, incumbent lines at CapitalOne.com.
Tough your East Alabama westwards weather forecast on the Sunny FM radio network. Cloudy today with high near 70, east winds around 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies and ice, slight chance of showers in the forecast. Low near 60, east southeast winds 5 to 10
Stretch, stretch, stretch. Well, I've already sent something, dear. I can't do any more. Hey, what's up, brother? How's it going, Fred? Thank you. I appreciate it, Lisa. It does. Okay, baby, you keep it on. I've already sent a message. I ain't got any information back from him. Can't call while I'm on the air. I got it right here. It'll take a day or two to get the radio bugs worked out. I think so too. Miss you too, brother Fred. Yeah, I think it's going to probably take a few days, dear. I know she wants it on there. Oh, yeah. We are still going because oh yeah, there you go. You think you know me. We got a few little glitches going on all the stations there, but we'll get it back on and going. I know. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. 9 minutes past the hour, 61 degrees, and your top temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in NEWNAN. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We got news for you. We got things going on around the community, and we got a lot of other stuff to talk about. So stay tuned for that. We'll get you the wrestling wrap up from Crown Jewel over the weekend. We got that coming up in the final period, so don't move away from that radio dial. It's Native American Heritage Month. And we're dedicating that to Sweet Leaf and the crew that's listening to us on the Navajo Nation. Do you guys have a family recipe that family just can't get enough during the holidays? We got that on our poll question on their YouTube page as well as our Facebook page. YouTube, 52% say yes, 22% say no, 4% said maybe, 22% say not really. Welcome back in. Good morning to Lisa joining us. Fred from Japan. Lisa in South Africa joining us this morning. Thank you for being with us. I know we appreciate y'all, you guys tuning in this morning, working out some of the details there. Everything should be back, should be working later this week. We'll see how it goes. Don't fret. I know some people are fretting because they're tuning in to the RyanORadio Penitentiary and East Alabama there. So don't worry. It's all good. I appreciate the love that people want to hear it. I do. All right, guys, a couple of newsworthy notes right quick here. Jalen Johnson scored 29 points, and the Atlanta Hawks snapped a 4-game losing streak with a 126-111 win and victory over New Orleans over the weekend. That was last night, guys. And we'll keep you abreast. 35 degrees and cold in West by God, Virginia right now, 46 degrees and cold in Washington State, and 60 degrees raining in Missouri. We're having 61 degrees here. Time to take a look at that traffic update. What's going on in the world of traffic here? Stay with us. All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you may be roaming off to. We got a lot in store for you at 12 minutes past the hour, which means it's time for us to head into what's going out there. Let's get into traffic with you. Let's get on the road and see what's going on. Oh, Lord. Traffic in the Georgia 400 right before Northridge southbound in Sandy Springs. There's a crash there, ladies and gentlemen. Exit 6 delays may be going on. I-85, Highway 211, Gwinnett County rollover crash, I-85 there. Highway 211, that's exit 126, blocking the right lane as we speak. Interstate 85 at the 17th Street southbound in Atlanta, crash there. It's right before exit 84 and 2. Left lanes use Beaufort Highway, Piedmont or Monroe as an alternative. Also, Cobb County crash blocking left lane in each direction in Windy Hill Road, and that's delays are coming up for about an hour. Nothing going on eastbound and down, or southbound and down towards East Alabama. Hogansville looking good, Lagrange looking good. Nothing going into exit 1 in West Point. You can see it right now. There's a roundabout and kind of a go around there. Make sure you guys be careful if you're driving late at night in that go around. Heading into, of course, ladies and gentlemen, all the way up to Auburn, everything is looking good. Traffic near the university is picking up. Coming northbound from East Alabama, traffic is picking up, going. All right, here I am. Well, I can't be streaming too loud. There's nothing I can do about that. I just seem to have, I can't concentrate on the show if we're getting all this going on. I appreciate all the help on the feed, though, guys. Thank you very much. I really do. All right, let's jump into it. I'm looking at my feed, and everything is looking good here. Check. There you go. All right, let's jump into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. That's some of the stuff that's going on with your triple team traffic alerts going on this morning, as we got great traffic. And if you see anything I don't see, shoot us an email at 99classicrock@gmail.com. That's 99classicrock@gmail.com, ladies and gentlemen. And you can also send something to Lanett Radio at LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That's LanettRadio@yahoo.com. 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 All right, guys, the Farmer Street Cemetery Commission was supposed to meet today. This just coming in has been canceled. Next meeting is Monday, December 2nd, 6 p.m. They're going to rename the Farmer Street Cemetery, and the Farmer Street Cemetery Commission is going to meet December 2nd at 6 p.m. You guys can meet there and get your ideas in. West Point Parks and Rec is going to be beginning today, November 4th at 1102 Avenue D in West Point. You can go to online at Troup, rec.org for you to sign up and everything. So that's a few things going on that you need to know about. 15 minutes past the hour, you're tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. We're going to get ready to head into more news for you in the local area. We're still holding at 61 degrees, and you are tuned in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. Stay with us. Do you have a family recipe that the family just can't get enough of during the holidays? On the YouTube, 50% of you say yes, 21% say no, 4% say maybe, and 25% say not really. Go to the WQEE key page, and you can vote on there as well. Back momentarily.
You're listening to the RyanORadio Penitentiary, RyanORadio right here on the Sunny FM radio network. Back right after this.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community. We take pride in providing personalized service. Come to Southern States Bank. Great service comes naturally. Visit us today or check us out at SouthernStatesBank.net. Southern States Bank, your community, your bank. Equalizing member FDIC, NMLS number 410.
What's up, Randall? How you doing?
What's going on in the community, state and local in East Alabama, West
You can hear me good, Martin. You're on the YouTube, though. YouTube is coming in clear. Another day, and I'm going to drop it. Good morning. Good morning, Gail. How you doing?
The city of Fairburn, Georgia is introducing a brand new automatic photo speed enforcement program as part of the 2024 school zone sentence. Beginning today, Fairburn.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, this is Alina from Healthcare.
Martin Dean said that's illegal. Randall.
Here's some more local news story coming from Lanett, Alabama. We got this on the board this morning. Two arrests over the weekend. Christopher Sunshine, 43 of Lanett. Christopher actually had two unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia is criminal in this to the third degree. Martinez in section 49 Lagrange was arrested for obstruction of justice by providing a false name. Incidents in offense reports from over the weekend. Loss of property is 1,300 blocks of North 13th Avenue. Also a TV3 harassment in the 1100 block of 8th Avenue and property damage for over 11 blocks of ROR Avenue. We want to thank Sergeant Blake Brown and the Lanett Police Department for their service. That's a look at what's going on in the Lanett area. Stay tuned more on the way.
Let's take a look at what's going on in the Valley area from Sergeant Allen. This is what he said. Interstate 85, mile marker 75. There was leaving the scene of an accident, someone was. 2400 block of Fairfax bypass. There's criminal activity and litter there. Also, the 100 block of Glass Road, reckless endangerment, menacing. The 300 block of River Road, I should say, harassment, trespassing. And at the 2900 block of 20th Avenue, theft of property in the 4th degree. Arrest over the weekend in Valley, Alabama, 33-year-old Brandon Clayton, possession of controlled substance. 18-year-old Jalen Ross, harassment in Lanett. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there was harassment at the 2500 block of the 12th Avenue. And Calvin Edmondson, 58 of Union City, was arrested, failure to appear. Cindy Campbell, she is 35 of Valley, arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia. And also Cody Campbell, 35 of Valley, arrested for failure to appear, not once, not twice, but 4 times.
Mother, grandmother, or best friend? Give the gift of safety and self-defense. Hi, I'm Holly Reese, founder of Warrior Defense. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor,
Try to get that recorded so I don't have to do it live. People going to jail. The red guy wants to let the cat out of the bag. I don't know what all that means. It is currently 61 degrees here and at 24 minutes past the hour. Time and temperature brought to you by Active Pest Control, 34 Jefferson Street in Newnan. Summer, winter, spring, fall, we don't care for those rodents, critters, or gooey things at all. Hey guys, welcome back in. Pete Davis is joining us from Newnan this morning on the feed. Good morning to you, as well as Row Tide Randall. We know his team was off this past weekend. My goodness, what did the Auburn Tigers do? I don't really want to talk about it. We'll talk about it more tomorrow as we have our sports analyst, Richard Holdridge, to join us in period number 2. He and I are going to talk about the college football world, get you ready for playoffs in East Alabama, West Georgia, and Friday Night Lights. And we got our picks to hit. And of course, one more pick for tonight. We picked the Chiefs over the Bucks, and I think they're going to take the Bucks out tonight. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift, they're going to lay the Smackdown on the Bucks tonight. So we'll see all about that. There you go. Also, guys, stay tuned. We got a lot more in store for you. You know, we've got our feed up. We're on the YouTube. We're on the Facebook. We're all over the radio dials. We're at 250,000 listeners from here all the way to East Alabama, Metro Atlanta to East Alabama, and we welcome you guys in. So there you go. So let's tell you, just one more newsworthy note. some breaking news coming in. We'll get to it in just a few moments. But first, Georgia voters have exceeded 4 million mark on Friday for 4,004,588 voters have cast their ballots, either early voting or absentee. You don't get, that was Friday. They closed it out. Tomorrow is voting day. Get out and vote for who you feel like is the best representative for you. Some headline news from around the world. Just want to let you guys know the entire Oklahoma Police Department quits with a great sadness. Wow. I don't know what's going on in Oklahoma. We'll find out. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. Judge permits Iowa to change thousands of votes, and Israel has officially notified the United Nations that it is banning the organization's Relief and Work Agency for Palestinian refugees from operating in Israel-occupied Palestinian territories, accusing the humanitarian aid program of being part of the problem. In a letter dated yesterday, being circulated online as of this morning, Foreign Minister Director General Jacob Blanenstein of Israel told UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres that it was withdrawing from its 1967 agreement with the UNRWA that allowed the agency to operate in Gaza and occupied West Banks. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on with that, with more national news coming up at the half past of the hour from CBS Radio News. Spanish kings, queen pelted with mud over flooding response. We told you last week that Spain was flooded terribly and parts of the city were destroyed, and many local businesses have lost not only their businesses but their homes. Now, with this being known, many of the residents are not too happy with the king and queen, and they were pelted as of yesterday with mud flying from the flooding response, and they're not responding not too well. Go Cowboys, said truck driver Terry on our YouTube page. Guys, make sure you give us some information of what's going on. You got some stuff going on, news, weather, traffic, community events. Go ahead and send it to us at LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That's LanettRadio@yahoo.com. Or you can send it straight to me at 99classicrock@gmail.com. All right, some breaking news this morning coming from Fulton County, Georgia. Fulton County deputy hurt in a fight while working an off-duty job at a liquor store. Police say a Fulton County deputy has been hurt while working this liquor store. We'll keep you abreast of what anything else is going on with this story as it comes in. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Secretary of State addresses the voter fraud, Cobb County absentee ballots ahead of the election. He said, we're really excited because people have just been really engaged in the process with a big, strong turnout. Those are some of your headline news there and breaking news right here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Do you guys have a family recipe that family just can't get enough of during the holidays? You know what I mean? 46% YouTube say yes, 23% say no, 4% say maybe, and 27% say, well, no, not really. Also, go to our WQEQ Facebook page and answer that question. All right, it's about 29 minutes past the hour. We're still holding at 61 degrees here in the Atlanta metro Atlanta area all the way to East Alabama. Hey, you're an hour behind over there in Lineville. You know what you guys are holding at? I think you got about 60 degrees over there in the cool mountains and everything. I say mountains, it's up in the hills of the mountains there. Lineville, good morning to you. You guys are an hour behind. You still, and look, we had time change on Sunday night. Why are you guys still an hour behind over there? All right, stay with us. Guys, the latest from CBS Radio News. News every 30 minutes from national and world news to get you updated on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Awesome to hear. I saw the video.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. We begin with two big stories this morning, the election and the death of music producer Quincy Jones.
Fly me to the moon.
Quincy Jones passed away, guys.
Frank Sinatra to Ray Charles and Michael Jackson. Back in 1986, 60 Minutes, Ed Bradley asked Jones,
You seem to get the best out of people that you produce.
people is to care enough to really to love what they do and understand.
I saw that. It was awesome.
The music school dropout rose to become one of the first Black executives to thrive in Hollywood. His publicist says Jones
Got too many, not enough pens around me, guys.
Now to tomorrow's vote, America will either elect the first woman president or the first convicted felon.
Well, they shouldn't say that now.
Please don't say that, sir. They'd like me to say that, yeah, we're a little bit behind, but if you get a look, yes, it's still, you have to get it. You have to vote Tuesday.
I got my favorite box of brownie mix. Make up a brownie mix and put it in your brownie pan. Take half a can of sweetened condensed milk and run a few lines through the pan. Woo! Martin says he's gonna mix that THC in it.
Tomorrow's vote will also determine the makeup of both the House and Senate. CBS's Scott McFarland.
CBS News Review shows roughly 30 battleground districts in the U.S. House nationwide. That's fewer than 10% of all races. Potentially vulnerable Republicans in California and 3 competitive races in Pennsylvania.
Boeing factory workers vote today on whether to accept a contract offer or continue their more than 7-week strike. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
Boeing says the average annual machinist pay at the end of this 4-year contract will top $119,000. That's up from about $75,600 currently.
Ooh, that sounds good. Oh, Glory, I love some brownies, brother.
Planning a pension plan that was scrapped almost a decade ago. Severe storms and tornadoes tossed cars and reduced mobile homes to rubble through Oklahoma City. Brad Cordes lives in Choctaw.
Absolute shock. Nobody expected that. Nobody saw it coming. It just was a freak deal.
At least 11 people hospitalized. S&P futures are up 6, Dow futures down 3. This is CBS News.
Ready to earn some sweet Southern rewards? Check out the Southern Rewards Cashback account from Southern States Bank, where debit card transactions earn you cashback. With our Southern Rewards Cashback account, you can earn up to $30 a month. Sign up for your Southern Rewards Cashback account today. Terms and conditions apply. Visit your nearest branch or check us out online at southernstatesbank.net. Learn more. Southern States Bank, your bank, your rewards. Using the number FDIC and NMS number 410611.
Are you looking for a dog trainer with positive reinforcement to help you bond with your new furry friends, or to have customized training in your own home, or wonderful group classes? Check out Pits and Pals on their Facebook page. Rosemary has extensive certification in dog psychology, is an AKC certified evaluator.
Deja vu, guys. I know some of you may believe it and don't believe in deja vu, but deja vu. This deja vu. Wow. This show being on all these stations is, I had a dream about it a few years ago. Woo. Some of you believe, some of Guys, welcome back in. 61 degrees here, and currently, wow, it's cool out there. We appreciate you guys being with us on this early morning hour known as the RyanORadio Penitentiary Hour. That's right. We're at 35 minutes past, and you are with me. We're going to ask the poll question in just a few moments. Guys, I had a little deja vu moment during the break. I'm just, this has happened before. I think I dreamed of having all this show on all the stations, but maybe it was just a dream. I don't know. You never know. All right, stay with us. We got a story coming up. 3 goats and a dog wander into a Massachusetts fire station. Sounds like a joke, right? Plus, Scott Stapp said he never believed that it's unusual in 2024 for Creed to be back together. We'll give you a little music news as well. A lot of stuff going on. A little wrestling wrap up, man. I checked it out over the weekend. We'll talk about it coming up next hour. Plus, we've got a wrestling news for you. So that's going to be about 15 till the hour. Next hour, we'll talk about, before we get into the news, I'm going to tell you that a couple of things that went on in the news. And I watched over the weekend. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan becoming the very first Crown Jewel champions. We'll get deeper into that. Plus, hey, women's soap operas. We'll preview this week. What's going on with Hope? She fell on Finn on Friday and got fired. And Carter takes off with her in his car. Is he going to be the bad guy? Ooh, we'll see. Is there going to be something going on? We'll talk more about that coming up, guys. Plus, we've got a prayer request going out this morning. Our prayer list. Oh, Glory's on our prayer list. And Audrey from New York saying pray for her friend. His name is Sophie. So we're gonna put him in our prayer list and pray over our wonderful people this morning. If you are in need of prayer and you haven't put it in there, we're gonna pray over you. In Jesus' name, we're praying over all these wonderful people, and we're gonna give them an opportunity for you to put your arms around and take care of them during this time. In Jesus' name, amen. And if anyone out there is needing any kind of prayer request, let us know, because we are affiliated with Victory 100.3 FM and Pastor Clyde Reed. So we will do some prayer requests for you on the network. I've been doing it anyway. Amen. Thank you, Gail and the Zoo Crew up in Tennessee on our YouTube page, guys. It's the first day on all of the networks, and I'm so happy to be with us from East Alabama up here at the Metro Atlanta. Good morning, Captain Hot Buns. It's hot out there in Arizona, so there you go. All right, a couple other things going on that I want to let you guys know about. A jury has found a former Louisville police officer, Brett Hogginson, guilty of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights, resulting in her death. A jury came back and rendered the verdict quickly Friday in Western Kentucky. This is the conviction of the first of 4 officers who are charged by the U.S. Department of Justice. Taylor, 26 at the time, was a ER technician and was inside her apartment in southern Louisville when plainclothes police officers busted down the door looking for narcotics that they never found. And another resident, I guess maybe a boyfriend or a friend, I don't know, we're not going to say what association they had with them, thought somebody was breaking in that early morning hour about 12:40 a.m. and started shooting. So the gunfire began. Well, she got caught up in the crossfires, and police have updated this as well. They said there was no drugs found in the residence. Just going to let you guys know, that's news coming out of Kentucky this morning. Kentucky also has got a group of giant thumbtacks, the largest in the world. You can read all these stories, extra stories, on the WQEQ page. Stories that we're not going to get to on the show this morning. We want you to like, subscribe, and follow the Facebook page. We'll have additional stories and things for you to do, and participating in our poll question on there as well. Hey, there you go. 20 minutes away from the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. We got some breaking news for you right now. Let's go ahead and get into the breaking news just coming in out of Atlanta. From Atlanta News First, they sending this out to us. Our friends in Atlanta, police are investigating after a man who allegedly was stabbed at a train station in DeKalb County. Officers responded to the King Memorial Station around 8:15 p.m. Sunday evening. When they arrived, they found a 44-year-old man injured. Investigators say the victim was taken to the hospital. Authorities believe that there was some sort of argument between the victim and a suspect. No arrests have been made. The investigation is ongoing. This was just sent to me this morning from our friends at Atlanta News First. Let's go to the phone lines and play with it. Good morning. Good morning. Is this one of those crank calls? Hello, who is this? Hello, who is this?
Linda here. I am actually here to help you achieve.
If it was a real person, I would play a trick on them, but right now, don't have time for that. All right, 20 minutes away from the top of the hour, still holding at 61 degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, fire damage shut down a bridge. It's called the Daniel Carter Beard Bridge along I-471 in both directions on Friday over the weekend over the Ohio River. Traffic over the Ohio River waterway continued to move slow, but the bridge itself was shut down. The estimated 97,600 vehicles cross this bridge daily. I know that you're one of those that probably do it every once in a while when you come in. Breaking news says, Gail, Tennessee Titans get a much needed win yesterday. You got that right. I really don't want to talk about Tennessee because you do got a couple of great teams in Tennessee. Speaking of Tennessee, the Vols doing well and the Vandy beating my Auburn Tigers 17-7. Vandy has now defeated both teams in Alabama. Vanderbilt is looking good. They got a great quarterback. We'll talk more about this with Richard Holder tomorrow during the Friday Night Lights Scoreboard segment of the RyanORadio Penitentiary, which we have every Tuesday right here with Richard Holdridge, our sports analyst. He and I talk NFL, college, and he's going to drop in his high school picks of the week in East Alabama, West Georgia, who's going to the playoffs, what they see, what's going on. We'll get into that at the end tomorrow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is breaking news right there. Gail, the Tennessee Titans did win. She's from Tennessee. God, gosh, Vandy beat the Auburn Tigers. I don't really want to talk about it. It's not really a great way to start your Monday off, but at least Cody Rhodes winning the Crown Jewel Championship, being the first member of the Rhodes family to win a championship outside the country, making it legendary, is actually awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got news for you. National and world news at the top of the hour. Every 30 minutes, 15 past the hour, we're going to give you local and state news from Metro Atlanta to East Alabama, plus 15 till, guys. You know what we do with that? We've got sports news for you from East Alabama to West Georgia, all over the country. Let me tell you what, I thank you very much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share to the page, and make sure you do that on the YouTube page. Follow us. We're everywhere. And unlike those that are participating on Facebook and playing on the Facebook, we're real radio stations that are on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We're real radio stations on a stream, and we have a fantastic lineup on all of our radio stations. Tune in today from 12 to 2, the Rod Peterson Show. From 12 to 2, he'll get you NHL and, of course, NFL and CFL, the two teams that myself and Richard Holdridge picked to go into the Grey Cup coming up this weekend. He'll talk about that today. Rod told me he's going to make a visit to the station here in Atlanta on December 1st. He and his wife are going to be making their way through Atlanta. So he's going to come by and see me, so I better be on my best behavior, right? Rod will be like, whatever. I'm never on my best behavior. It'll be his wife to be like, you guys straighten up. And she can do it. She's an Oilers fan. All right, guys. Also on the network, man, follow me every morning on WZZV, Victory 100.3 FM, the station that plays the best R&B music. Hey, if you don't like Bobby Rush or B.B. King, what's wrong with you? That's the originators of great music. Following that, every morning, we got the best and the gospel train. Get on that train a-rolling just to keep it rolling with Pastor Clyde Reed. Pastor Reed brings you all the way up to 1 o'clock on WZZV with the best in gospel music. And tune in this afternoon, my good friend Ben, different Ben, or is it the same Ben? We got a Ben that's the CEO of the company and a Ben that's the afternoon drive guy. Yes, tune in from 4 to 6 weekdays right here on the all-new WVEQ and get your lineup of the best music. He's got everything from Adele to Taylor Swift. I might try to talk him into playing some Foo Fighters since it's on the network. Also, the best 80s music. You hear a lot of 80s music on there. Ben loves his 80s music. And he'll get you updated on what's going on with news, sports, and wrestling each and every day from 4 to 6 right here on WVEQ, the all-new WVEQ, right there in Lanett, Alabama. Yeah, I spoke with the coach this morning. Thank you, Crispy's, joining us from England this afternoon. Good day, mates. Wait a minute, that's Australia. He might kick my butt for saying that. How you doing, brother? Thank you very much. Crispy's is joining us on the YouTube feed. So let's get ready to take a break. We're going to go into our break. Back in a moment. More RyanORadio Penitentiary for you and me. 15 minutes away from the top of the hour. Still, we're holding at about 61 degrees in the metro Atlanta area. NEWNAN, Pro Tide Randall, what's up there from Alabama? We got sports news, and after the break, I got a little bit more to talk about. We're going to talk about 3 goats and a dog wandering into a Massachusetts fire station. Sounds like a joke. And you hear the music in the background. That's right, your radio tribal chief is here. Metro Atlanta, NEWNAN, Lagrange, Hogansville, West Point, Lanett Valley, acknowledge me. I'm your radio tribal chief. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
You're listening to the RyanORadio Penitentiary with Ryan O'Neal right here on the Sunny FM radio network. Back right after this. It's the last carnival of 2024, Lanett Fall Festival, presented by Jordan Communications in the Old Mill Parking Lot, Lanett, Alabama, November 12th through the 17th. Readmission, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. daily, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Merry-go-rounds, family, kid, and adult rides, wristband night. Lanett Fall Festival, presented by WQEE, WZZV, WVEQ, November 12th through the 17th. Be there. Ranger Station.
I'd like to report a very I put out my campfire and Smokey Bear hugged me.
So you drowned the fire, you skirted, drowned it again. Felt that it was cold. Debbie's just let me know you did good.
Bear hug from Smokey Bear. Status update.
I'm gonna let you go now. There are many ways to start a fire, one sure way to put it out. Learn how you can do your part at SmokeyBear.com.
Sponsored by the U.S. Forest Service Ad Council and your state forester.
Time to take a look at what's going on with sports in the state and around the local area. Friday night by Scoreboard. Head over to Smith Station, Alabama first. Smith Station High School head football coach Brian Garrison will not serve as the Panthers head coach in 2025. Smith Station High School thanks Coach Garrison for his time and efforts. There's no word on who will fill the position next season. Congratulations over in Sandy Creek, Georgia, to the champions. That's right, Sandy Creek topped the region championship game against the Troup County Tigers on Friday night, 55-48, with Sandy Creek going 9-1 on the season, making the Troup County Tigers going 5-5. The Valley High School Rams finished their season on senior night 5-5 with a big win on the Dayville Tigers, 23-7. Valley's defense stopped Dayville in the first go. The offense picked up where that left off to be a big win. And in softball, East Coweta Indians, the Lady Indians are in action. They're waiting who they got to take on in the 7A championship. More sports right after this. Wishbone Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in NEWNAN. Same great taste.
Extra hour in bed. Who's getting that? I didn't.
Open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Is Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in NEWNAN.
Are you looking for that special gift this year for your daughter, sister, mother, grandmother, or best friend? Give the gift of safety and self-defense. Hi, I'm Holly Reese, founder of Warrior Defenders. As a certified tactical self-defense instructor, I specialize in women's self-defense. Classes are weekly, in person, or schedule a seminar. Online courses are available. You can shop self-defense products and tools on my website, warriordefenders.com. I'm here to help you customize the perfect gift for the ones who
Fall back, spring forward. Yes, I did.
Is your full-service propane dealer serving residential, commercial, agricultural, and recreational propane. They have a full selection of generators, heaters, gas logs, and fireplaces. They're located at 752 North Lanier Avenue in Lanett, Alabama. Open 9 to 5 daily, and their phone number is 334-644-4306.
Hey everybody, Rachel right here. Nothing brings a bigger smile to my face than cooking up a big meal for the whole family and lots of friends. But there's not enough room at my table for the 17 million kids in our country who struggle with hunger. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks collects surplus food to give hope to hungry kids. But they can't do it without your
Thank you guys for being on. Like, subscribe, and share it to the page.
Welcome back in. We got more sports going on around the area on the Sunny FM Radio Network. East Coweta, we talked about the Lady Indians going to the 7A championship. This was going to be great. The East Coweta defeated Chapel Hill 48-6. The Newnan Cougars of the Road defeated Lancaster 14. Dutch Hill was over in Newnan against Northgate 44-13. Central Carroll headed up to Northside Columbus, defeated them 38-7. The Trinity Christian Lions.
Right, Pete. Go Redwoods. We need against the Predators.
The landmark Christian War Eagles defeated Mount Vernon 34-30. Mount oversaw 42-16. Manchester and Lineville's rival game into the season. Manchester and Greenville 46-7. Spencer defeated Hardaway 25-20. Shaw shut down Jordan 54-0. In the East Alabama side of things, Randolph County lost to Oaks Bluff 44-12. Russell County defeated Beauregard 35-23. And ladies and gentlemen, in the FBHL of Columbus River Dragons, Golden Eyes and the Columbus Civic Center on Friday night as they defeated Mississippi City 5-0. That's what's going on with local sports right this summer. Radio Network. The show which weeks
Good morning. How you doing, Cher? Amy, join the stream, Amy.
You've never heard a show like it because we make the listeners a part of the show. Every day between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, you'll hear plenty of the best sports talk, including the latest on the Falcons, the Braves, and more. And who knows, you might even hear you. That's the Rod Peterson Show, daily at noon, right here on WQEE 99.1 FM.
This is the Sunny FM Radio Network. WQEE 99.1 FM WZZV 100.3 FM Lagrange, WZEV 90.1
Oh, let's get funky. Oh, it's about to get funky like a monkey, like Dusty Rhodes used to say. Not funky like when you take your shoes off. Come on, guys, come on. Yes, I am only drinking Starbucks this morning. That's right. You guys might be drinking your energy drinks, your cup of coffee. Over there in Lineville, they're an hour behind. They're almost 8 a.m., but they're probably up with their moonshine. Whatever. I mean, hey, you do what you want to do. You do you, as they would say, right? Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary. All you guys are known as inmates, and you're in lockdown for 3 periods of nonstop play, sports, and entertainment. Next hour, we'll talk a little bit about soap opera news, wrestling wrap-up. I'm going to give you a little bit more what's going on in the NHL, but I'm not going to get exclusive in that because we got a few things to talk about. All right, guys. This sounds like one of them jokes, like I'm about to lead you into a joke. Firefighters in Massachusetts spotted 3 goats and a dog wandering loose near their fire station and brought the animals inside. The New Bedford Fire Department said the members of the Engine 5 crew spotted a mother goat, her 2 baby goats, and a dog walking past the station. Sounds like a dirty joke starting. We're not doing dirty jokes this early in the morning yet. And of course, they were walking without any humans with them. Now, sometimes us as humans, we may not be the best company for some of these. The firefighters were concerned for their safety and assisted with them and helping walking the dog on the leash and getting the mother goat and the baby goat safe. And of course, they got them back to the owners. They just got loose because they were in the backyard and the owners were like just real near them. Okay, you thought it was going to be a dirty joke. I see how some of you guys are. Good morning to the Lanett, Alabama Welcome Center tuning in. No, they are. They let me know that over the weekend. Good morning to them. All right, guys. Scott Stapp from the band Creed said that it's amazing how well the reunion with Creed has went. He said he didn't know that many people would want to come back and see them. They were a 90s band after the split, and then the rest of Creed going and playing with Miles Kennedy and forming the group that plays Edge's theme song. When you hear Edge's theme song here, that's them. And everything. Miles Kennedy, who also played in Slash's solo band. Guys, he said it's been a great and wonderful reunion. A great and wonderful reunion. Well, with that being said, and a great and wonderful reunion, we're going to take you up to the top of the hour with a little bit of Creed. We did Shake It Off last hour from Taylor Swift. Hey, why not? This one's Taking Me Higher. You know I got to rock out. He shouldn't have put Foo Fighters on the network. Back in a moment, RyanORadio Penitentiary cruises on. Top of the hour, we're back with news and more. Yours truly, Ryan O'Neill says, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Well, the other stations were on Play Music, Crispies. He asked me to add some songs to it. I thought I was going to have to just play pop music and stuff, but when I heard Foo Fighters and stuff the other day on the station, I was like, yeah, get to play some blues. I'm going to try to play that somewhat in the mornings when I got nothing else to talk about. Plus, Creed's got a little Christian to it. So it works on the Christian station / blues station. Who don't need to kill pets? Yeah, Creed did. I do drum. I used to be a drummer. Played with Green Jelly, Jello, some other stuff. Yep, they formed in 1981 with the original members of Tool. Danny Carey played drums for them originally, and over the years, many people formed a band, and I had the opportunity to join them a few years ago and play with them and be one of the many members of the band because they're now in the Guinness World Record of having the most members in one rock band.
WQEE 90.1 FM NEWNAN, WZZV 100.3 FM Lagrange, WVEQ 98.7 FM Lanett, WZEV 90.5 FM Troup communication station.
This message comes from New. Great brands deserve great design. At New, they specialize in premium print, marketing materials, and branded merchandise. You can upload and customize your own designs or choose one of their templates. Get started at new.com today.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Dave Manigan. After months of speeches and rallies, this is the final full day of campaigning for Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump in the race for the White House. Election day is tomorrow. NPR's Deepa Shivaram says Harris will spend the day making multiple stops.
Yep, Green Jelly, they got sued by the Kraft food company. That's right. Well, we still now they could go back to Green Jello if they wanted to because the company's lawsuit doesn't matter anymore. But he never changed it back. He put the little dots of the top of the Y to make it like, you know. I know, right? One more day of crappy ads. I'm done with it. Well, we had early voting for a while, but tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when all of it's going to occur.
Cause of death was not given. During his long career, Jones was known for producing Michael Jackson's album Thriller, as well as collaborations with Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, and hundreds of other artists. The UN says the effort to vaccinate children in Gaza against polio is wrapping up today. More than 450,000 children in Central and Southern Gaza receive the second dose, which is necessary to stop transmission. NPR's Julian reports the final vaccinations are being administered today in northern Gaza.
I know that's right. Don't call nutballs now. That's right. I'm praying for all of them, sister. I believe it. I'll be glad when tomorrow is over. I'll still have a show on Wednesday where most people won't. By the week, most people will be shut down going, on somebody will be arguing about something. Oh, Lord.
Germany's top diplomat is in Ukraine today, and it was a cold one. Forecast on the sunny FM radio network. Cloudy today with high near 70, east winds around 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. Cloudy skies tonight, slight chance of showers in the forecast.
Small group of people, violence will break out, but it's not going to be anything. You guys are saying people are that stupid on both sides that they're willing to go to war if somebody didn't get into what they want. Good Lord. We have become a third world country. We have become a third world country if that happens. That's an embarrassment that people would fight like that. Act like children. But I'm going to pray for it like you share that it doesn't happen. Over the weekend. And I ain't gonna do that in Georgia. We're not gonna play all that burning down cities here. I hate that's going on in Iowa, which is a sweet, great place. Bee Gees, you want the Bee Gees? I'm not playing no Bee Gees. He'll do that in the afternoon. Hopefully he's not shut me off there again. Well, if he don't get in, I hope nobody violently fights either. Raining in Detroit. Oh, yeah. Welcome back into RyanORadio Penitentiary on this day. It's Monday, is what it is. We got a lot in store for you. This hour includes some wrestling wrap up. I'm going to talk a little bit about, can you believe it? I'm going to talk a little bit about, I don't know if I'll play any Slipknot. That's what Pete's asking in NEWNAN. Anyway, I'll talk a little bit about what happened at Crown Jewel. Plus, we got the soap opera news, and we got some breaking news coming in from Atlanta, and AI stuff to get into here in just a few moments. Some AI stuff to get into. AI is already being dangerous. You know, I fooled AI when they call here. Welcome back in to RyanORadio Penitentiary. Tomorrow is the day to vote. Make sure you guys get out and do so. Do that for me. National poll, Harris is 1.1% ahead going into tomorrow. Average of 23 polls, 48.4% over Trump's 47.3%. All right, that's it. That's all you can get in that news source there. All right, we got a lot more in store for you this morning. Coming up every 30 minutes, we got national and world news for you at the top and bottom of the hour from NPR, CBS, and USA Radio News. Also, state and local news from around the area coming up at 15 after. Sports 15 till, and this hour we're going to do a little wrestling wrap up. So much more. We're going to have open lines this week. You can call in at 770-347-9947. But we want to tell you to stay tuned for everything that is going on. Georgia voters exceeded more than 4 million as of Friday, the 4 million mark, with 4,588 voters casting their ballots from early voting also to absentee ballot in the state of Georgia, one of the battleground states this go around. Getting some music requests this morning since we played a little bit of music here on the network. Well, that's leading in because one of our couple of other networks are music stations, so I'm adding music to the show for them. I will be adding some blues stuff because we're on WZZV. Yeah. And that one I played last hour by Creed, that's a mix of Christian and rock. So that's a mixture of two of our stations. All right, let me go ahead and tell you, it is currently 61 degrees here in the metro Atlanta area, NEWNAN. It is raining in Detroit, over in 58 and raining there in Iowa, 35 in West by God, Virginia. They're 36 now, 46 in Washington State, and 60 and raining in Missouri. That's some of our listeners. Let me know what it is in their neck of the woods or worldwide. Thank you guys. YouTube page, like, subscribe, and share. WQEE, the RyanORadio Penitentiary, and WZEV, WN 90.5 FM in Lineville, WZZV, Victory 100.3 FM Lagrange, and an all-new WVEQ 98.7 FM in Lanett Valley, West Point, Alabama, and Georgia side there, all over everywhere. We're on streaming. We're on internet. We're on Facebook. You can go to WQEQ and keep up with all the stuff that's going on. Make sure you tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to keep all the local stuff going on for you there as well. So make sure you let us know at LanettRadio@yahoo.com. Send us something. News, traffic, events. You can be a news hound. You can have a community event going on, something going on. Shoot us an email at LanettRadio@yahoo.com. Or if you're in my neck of the woods, 99classrock@gmail.com. Truck driver Terry, good morning to you. As well as Red Bricks joining us all the way from Detroit, Michigan on the YouTube page. We appreciate him. Storyteller Studios will be filming inside and outside the Lilith Gardens here today from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. There will be likely traffic issues due to that area. So make sure the filming's going on there. Try to avoid that area. But while Fort Productions will be doing the same thing, but it's from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. from now through November 6th, traffic will not be an issue because they're going to be filming over. Just to let you guys know, also, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey suffered a medical incident at a campaign event. We got no further details on that right now, but we'll get you abreast of what's going on. It's National Navajo American Month, ladies and gentlemen. National Navajo American Month. Let's do that once again. American Heritage Month, National Navajo American Heritage Month, just to let you guys know that. We're celebrating that with Sweet Leaf and my friends on the Navajo Nation who have 25 different radio stations, internet radio stations, providing this radio show here for them. We're also 250,000 listeners on the Jordan Communication and Family radio stations, 80,000 plus listeners on streaming, on the YouTube page, on the Facebook page we're streaming. We're on the Canadian Radio Network, which is one of our feeds off of the WQEE page. They took it so they can chat with us as well, made their own page up. Thank you guys, Vicky and crew, for doing that. So we all over where you need to be. Well, the Farmer Street Cemetery Commission let us know that today they're canceling the meeting. The next meeting is Monday, December 2nd, 6 p.m. They're going to rename the Farmer Street Cemetery, and they're wanting the public's help on that. Also, ladies and gentlemen, it's the annual City of Newnan Christmas Parade. You can go to thecityofnewnan.com to sign up to be a part of that. West Point Parks and Rec beginning registration today at 1102 Avenue D in West Point, online at trouprec.org. And the last farmers market of the year is going to be held this coming up on Friday, November 22nd from 3 to 6 p.m. in Valley, Alabama. You can stop by and get some great vegetables and fruit and vegetables, because you know tomatoes is a fruit, for Thanksgiving. Get ready for Thanksgiving. That's just some of the things going on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get our breaking news stories in this morning. Some stuff coming in. Starting this week, 1.3 million Georgians will be able to buy health care through the annual ACT program, ACA, which is the annual ACT program, will begin to be able to, those to look into it at georgiaaccess.com, start a new marketplace exchange. If you're already on that, you're just going to transfer over and be able to get into this. It's great insurance for those in need. That's beginning this week. Governor Brian Kemp passed that law last month to be able to change it up and make it easier for you to get in. Also, authorities are asking for the public's help this morning out of the Atlanta area, looking for a 14-year-old girl who reportedly went missing in Bucks County on Halloween night. The Bucks County Sheriff's Department reported this morning they are searching for 14-year-old Abby, who was last seen midnight on October 31st near Highway 36 west near, of course, George Tate Drive in Jackson. That's about an hour from Atlanta. If you know the whereabouts of her, please contact the Atlanta Police Department. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, and preparing you for tomorrow's show as Shane B joins us in the final period. We're going to talk top 10 movies, what's hot and what's not. New series out right now, Rosie Perez. You know her, best know her from White Men Can't Jump. She also has been in many other movies. She played Woody Harrelson's significant other in that movie. Rosie Perez has got a brand new movie, psychological thriller coming out called Before. And it's kind of about, portrays the life of a foster care system, because she was actually in the foster care system when she was growing up. So it's going to be out Friday nights on Apple Plus beginning this Friday. It follows a young lady by the name of Ella. I should say a child psychiatrist by the name of Ella. Billy Crystal is in the starring role of this, and he's a widow helping out the last trouble young lady, or young man, I should say, Noah, right before he decides to retire. Perez is playing a foster mother. This begins this coming up week on Apple Plus. You guys can check that stuff out. Oh, man. We're going to tell you, going into the new year, you're going to have a lot of great programs to check out on television, because WQMK TV is going to be bringing you some great programming. I'm just throwing a little teaser out there. I'm not telling you anything else. I'm just going to throw a little teaser out for you. Back in a moment on the RyanORadio Penitentiary.
Right here on the Sunny FM radio network. Back right after this.
Looking for the right bank to be your partner? Experience the difference at Southern States Bank. At Southern States Bank, we're not just your bankers, we're your partners. Our team is deeply rooted in the community. We take pride in providing personalized service Here's the latest on what's going on in the community, state and local in East Alabama, West Georgia. On November 1st, 2024, about 10:34 a.m., Union PD was dispatched to a robbery at the Americas Bank located at 102 Union Crossing Bypass. Union PD detectives arrived on the scene within minutes. They learned that a male offender passed a note to the bank teller indicating it was a robbery. 1.5 hours later, the officers were able to locate
What's harmless?
64-year-old Mark Carr, who was arrested in Roanoke, Alabama by the Roanoke Police Department. He was taken into custody to Randolph County, later brought back to Coweta County. His case is still under investigation. Any additional information from the public, please contact 770-254-2355, extension 155. The city of Fairburn, Georgia is introducing a brand new automatic photo speed enforcement program as part of the 2024 school zone safety.
How about them Titans actually winning the game?
Speed enforcement cameras next to Landmark Christian School and Campbell Elementary School. Drivers who exceed the speed limit in the school zones will receive a mailed warning, which includes a photo of the violation, date, time, and recorded speed. Please drive safe out there. For additional information, go to fairburn.com. In East Alabama, the last farmers market of the year at the historic Laneville Mill will be held on November 22nd, 3 to 6 p.m. Stop by and stock up for Thanksgiving. More news on Wishbone Fried Chicken is back at a brand new location, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste, the best chicken around. Fish dinners, open Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken, right next door to their former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A, here in Newnan.
Hey, this is Pastor Terrell Scott, and I come on Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. bringing the Word of God to bring transformation, hope, and deliverance to your life. God loves you, cares about you, and wants to instruct and guide you in His Word. So I compel you, Sunday at 11 a.m. and Tuesday at 11 a.m. Tune in so your life can be radically changed forever because God's love and care.
More East Alabama, West Georgia news from your news leader, the Sunny FM radio networks. Coweta County Sheriff's Office stopped their vehicle in multiple occupants earlier this morning near I-85, exit 54, with the assistance of the Fairburn Police Department. One of the occupants got the heavily damaged vehicle moving forward for a few more miles, but was able to be taken into custody. At least 3 suspects are in custody, 1 on the loose. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has suffered a medical incident at a campaign event. Further details coming later on. Storyteller Studios LLC will be filming inside and outside the Lily of Garden today from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Traffic will be affected by the filming in these areas. While Fort Productions will be filming inside 108 Woodman Circle with equipment and lights available from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. today through November 6th. Traffic will not be affected in this area. That's some more news for you right here on the Sunny FM radio network.
One of the ways that we experience transformation here at Newnan City Church is through local missions. After pastoring for 30 years, one of the things I've learned is there's a distinctive difference between someone who just shows up on Sundays and has their quote, checking the box, spiritual journey, versus those who actually serve outside the walls of the church, be in the hands and the feet of Jesus. And we believe that those who actually serve, transformation takes place in their own lives. And that's why local missions is one of the things here.
Man, I love hard. Ready, boys? You got King.
Go, bitch, Dad.
Come on. This is the WWE Superstar title. It only takes a moment to make it. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 877-4DAD or 1.4business.
Services in the end.
There's some more local news for you coming from Lanett, Alabama. Lanett Police Department reported this morning 2 arrests over the weekend. Christopher Shane Colley, 43 of Lanett, arrested for FTA, 2 counts. Unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia and criminal mischief in the 30th M. Sessions, 29 of Lagrange, was arrested for obstruction of justice by providing a false name. Incidents and
Events reports from over the weekend. Loss of property at the 1300 block of North 13th Avenue. Also a DV3 arrest
Wasn't
at
in
the
that
1100
song.
block of 8th Avenue. And property damage from the 100 block of South Gilmore Avenue. We want to thank Sergeant Blake Brown and the Lanett Police Department for their service. That's a look at what's going on in the Lanett area. Stay tuned, more on the way.
Most students who are graduating from high school have a desire to leave home. Ever since I left for college, my dream was to return. Nahandita is a phrase in our language that means to come back. American Indian Service Scholarship allows students to concentrate on their studies and be able to live in and come back. And that is when it tends to
Oh, yeah, you got that right, fella. Come on back in. 62 degrees under kind of cloudy skies out there. Rain in the forecast later this week. Welcome back in to your favorite show. Of course, on our WQEQ page and our YouTube page, we've got our poll question up this morning, which is, do you have a family recipe that family just can't get enough during the holidays? Yes, 41% of you say on YouTube. No, says 25% of you. 6% saying, well, maybe. And not really with 28% of you as well. All right, we appreciate you tuning in here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. And if you're on the Facebook page, please go on there, like, subscribe, and share, and be a part of that and answer that poll question this morning. I was telling you guys earlier that my dad, when he was alive, made a special fruit salad, he liked to call it. You know, we call it Willie's fruit salad. And he just took a bunch of different fruits, grapes, strawberries, watermelon, cantaloupe, and everything, mixed them all together with some walnuts and everything and put whipped cream in it. It was something we'd love to have during Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. I make that up because it's easy to make up. I make that up. So what do you guys do during the holidays? We're going to talk more as we get closer to that. Coming from our friends, Abigail Strickland over at the Downtown Business Owners are being invited out tomorrow morning for the merchants meeting, 8:30 a.m. at the Carnegie Library. The meeting is an opportunity to shape the direction of our program, reflect your ideas, expectations, and needs. A forward look at 2025 and how Main Street is supposed to come, how Main Street can support your business goals. They're going to be discussing events and promotions, parking pains. It is parking in downtown's painful in NEWNAN. Marketing strategy, network opportunities, and much, much more. That's tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. at the Carnegie Library in downtown NEWNAN. Got to say good morning to our friends at the Carnegie Library as well. All right, guys, before we head into our next little news break from CBS Radio News, because we do national news every 30 minutes on the hour. I tell you what, I'm enjoying this part of the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Thousands of people are being deceived by AI. Millions and millions of you are. You know how I trick the AI when you guys listen to this show? Sometimes I'll talk to it and I'll say things and it goes, wah, and it gets confused. Sorry, I'm confused. Well, AI can confuse you as well. An AI-generated Pakistani-based website sent out over the weekend in Canada an opportunity as the streets were filled with people getting, no, not in Canada, in Dublin. I'm sorry, in Dublin. In Dublin, Ireland, Canada's another story. In Dublin, Ireland, there was a Halloween parade that was supposed to be there, but it really wasn't. This AI-based generated Pakistani website sent out this lies. Many people packed the street ready for a Halloween parade, but it never, ever came to fruition. This is why some people say that AI is dangerous. It's making its own way out there. We don't have AI here at the radio station because you know why? We have real intelligence. All but me, of course. We got the Rod Peterson Show on WQEE, Sports Beat with Richard Holdridge on WQEE, Braves Country with Matt McGee, Armchair. We've got the Gospel Troup with our live pastor himself, Pastor Clyde Reed, on WZZV. We've got Ben in the afternoons from 4 to 6 on the all-new WVEQ, playing to the best music of the 80s, 90s, and today. 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. And we got all kind of live stuff. We've got Point University football on the network. We got the Peach State football coming to you in spring football action, joining us later this year, or later next year, I should say. So we got a lot of great programming. We've got the River Dragons hockey part of the family and everything. We will be giving away tickets to the Columbus River Dragons at the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan and I spoke about that. He's the voice of the Columbus River Dragons, formerly of your Nashville Predators, Gail Zucrup on the YouTube. And he's also at ESPN Radio. He's going to join us one morning. We're going to talk with him about the Columbus River Dragons. Plus, we got tickets to give away. Coming up tomorrow morning, I just want to remind everybody before we head into the news, Richard Holdridge from the Sports Beat will join us, our sports analyst. We're going to do our picks a hit in the NFL. We'll talk a little bit of college football. I want to stay away from Auburn. And we're going to talk about East Alabama, West Georgia, Friday Night Lights scoreboard with Richard Holdridge in the half past the hour, second period tomorrow. Shane B joins us tomorrow morning as well. He's a friend of mine. He's our movie reviewer. He'll tell you what's hot, what's not. We'll talk about the top 10 movies from over the weekend, who took the top spot, and all that good stuff with Shane B tomorrow. Weird Wednesday, guys. That's Twisted Tuesday. Weird Wednesday, we always do a very unique guest. Starting next month, we'll be bringing back from the Boo Crew. It is TJ Justice, and he formerly R&R Paranormal. He is a paranormal investigator. He'll be joining us once a month on Weird Wednesday, the first Wednesday. We always have a different guest every Wednesday, and every Thursday, True Crime Thursday, we have a different guest as well. And we have from Courtney Lizo from the Book of the Dead podcast joins us, talking about unsolved homicides across the country. Also on True Crime Thursday, we'll have Elizabeth Sarles. She's the author of The Birthday Bash. She'll talk about unsolved homicides in small town USA, and we'll talk about some of them over there in Chambers County. So you guys listening on WVEQ will get some interesting topics there with her in the future. And ladies and gentlemen, we got so many other great. We've got Sally Toole. Her and her family went on the Family Feud, and she's a tour guide. She's an author, and she is Histories and Mysteries host on YouTube. She'll be with us talking about histories and mysteries across the state of Georgia and Alabama and Florida. That'll be the second Wednesday of each month. Just to let you guys know, we have all kind of great guests right here on the network, so get ready for that. Every Friday, we're bringing somebody in that's going to be all over the local community. So for you local community people there from Metro Atlanta to East Alabama, you know someone who wants to talk about something great that's going on? Let us know. 770-347-9947 is that number to contact. But the best way to do it, I want you guys to use LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That's LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That way that our sales staff and CEO can get that information, and you guys, they can get it to us. All right, we're going to take a break and get into what's going on in the news, because it's time for local news. That's right. Actually, it's time for national news. On around the world and around the country, here's the latest from CBS Radio News.
Kamala Harris spoke at a black church in East Lansing, Michigan.
Let's be true to what our campaign has been about from the very start, which is to be intentional about building
The latest CBS News polls show razor-thin margins separate candidates in all 7 battleground states. Tomorrow's vote will also determine the makeup of both the House and Senate. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Our CBS News review shows roughly 30 battleground districts in the U.S. House nationwide. That's 49% of all races. Potential local Republicans in California and 3 competitive races in Pennsylvania.
Boeing factory workers vote today on whether to accept a contract offer or continue their more than 7-week strike. Correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
Boeing says the average annual machinist pay at the end of this 4-year contract will top $119,000. That's up from about $75,600 currently, and that is before overtime is factored in.
Workers have been demanding a pension plan that was scrapped almost a decade ago. Severe storms and tornadoes tossed cars and reduced mobile homes to rubble near Oklahoma City. Brad Cordes lives in Choctaw.
Brings clarity to your story, offering us their services for beauty, emotional practitioners, places, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in that retail space.
I'm Dr. Corbin, and I'm a counselor that works here in the Metro Atlanta area. I'm offering my services as a counselor. Contact me if you need my services on my website, If you're in need of counseling services, please reach out. We can do in-person and online services are available.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's about 62 degrees. And the reason I say that is they're listening to us worldwide, everywhere on the YouTube. We're almost about 20 minutes away from the top of the hour. And we welcome you back in as we get ready to go into our Wrestle News update. That's coming up for you in just a moment. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of that stuff and preview it as we head into it. Guys, this week, I'll tell you what, I know that you're excited about this. Oh, yeah. I got to do a little bit of soap opera news. I know. But I got to get you ready for it. Yes. What's going on The Young and Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful? This week, will Kyle come out and decide to go back to the family? Victor has threatened him. What else is going on? Phyllis is defending her son, Daniel, who was accused of supposedly murdering his wife, Heather. But it's really Sharon that did it. And Sharon's still talking to herself. That's The Young and the Restless. And on The Bold and the Beautiful, what revenge will Carter have for Hope, who got fired, who accidentally fell on top of Finn, who is the husband of Steffi, who actually a month ago, Hope was kissing Finn as she was at a party intoxicated. That's all coming up this week on Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless. So check it out. We'll have a review for the remainder of the week coming up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Birmingham Stallions have announced their season tickets are up for right now for the 2025 season. And the St. Louis Battlehawks have signed two free agents, Andy Isabel and Denzel Mims, for the 2025 squad. The UFL will kick off beginning March 28th, 2025. Grey Cup coming up this weekend. We picked it. Will it be this weekend, I think? The Argos and the Rough Riders. And I know that's going to be a good one for our friend Rod Peterson. We'll talk more about that coming up. Also, just to let you guys know that Baron Corbin, along with Indy Hartwell and T. Knox, have all not re-signed with the WWE. Now, Corbin got on his YouTube page, got on his social media talking about it, fans saying they made a mistake. He said he agreed. I hope Corbin don't go to AEW because they won't utilize him right. I think Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin are going to make Tony Khan utilized him correctly. We'll have more news coming up for you here in the wrestling update momentarily. Indiana Fever has now hired Stephanie White as their new coach. She's going to replace Christy Sides. According to the WNBA on Friday, White recently was a coach for the Sun in this year, 2024. Now, she also was with the Fever from 2015 to 2016, and she's happy to be back with the Fever. So there you go. All right, here's the latest in the world of professional wrestling.
Our top story today takes a look at recent comments from Baron Corbin, who's finally broken his silence when it comes to his WWE exit. Corbin joined the list of names that were released from WWE on Friday. Corbin's release came as a huge surprise, as he had a storied WWE tenure, and even though he had been barely used in recent months, he was still extremely popular amongst fans, as well as within the locker room. While Corbin shared a cryptic tweet just before the reports became public on Friday, he's now broken his silence on his release. On his latest Instagram post, a fan commented, WWE fumble the bag, letting you go. Replying to the comment, the former Money in Bank holder shared his thoughts on it, saying, I appreciate that and feel the same. The more controversial element from Corbin's release came from the fact that he was pulled back up to the main roster. Corbin was delivering arguably the finest work of his entire career down in NXT, as pairing with Braun Breaker was being celebrated by fans. When Corbin was recalled up back to Smackdown, there was an expectation that he would be rewarded for working so hard on the NXT brand, but this never materialized in any way, shape, or form. Corbin would mainly be presented in a tag team with Apollo Crews, and the two are rarely featured on television. It makes no sense to pull a talent from NXT, put them back on the main roster, and then just do nothing with them. WWE should have simply kept Corbin in his established role in NXT, especially when the NXT brand is struggling for top names in the main event picture. But one theory that is being thrown around by fans on social media is the idea that Corbin was on a lucrative main roster deal. With Corbin working NXT and not being featured on Smackdown in any capacity, it could be argued that it did make financial sense to keep Corbin on the roster. However, this is just speculation, and an official report would be needed to shed some light on this prominent rumor. Now, it's unknown what's next for the talented star, but he would be a great fit in a company such as TNA. Corbin was often praised for giving his all in every role he was given, and a company like TNA could benefit from someone as committed as a former lone wolf. Next up, the backstage reaction to WWE releases. Now, it was revealed on Friday that Indy Hartwell was one of the names cut by the company. The release would end her 5-year tenure with WWE, and a run saw her win the NXT Women's title and be a central part of numerous storylines. But according to a new report from Fightful Select, Hartwell's exit was the most unexpected out of the group of names that were released. It was reported that several staff, as well as talent in WWE, felt that she was coming into her own as of late, specifically pointing towards her social media skills. It's never great to hear of a talent being cut, and hopefully Hart will find success in the next venture, whatever that may be. Next up is Kevin Owens injured. Now, the planned Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton match at Crown Jewel quickly broke down, and after the two engaged in endless physicality, Owens has now claimed that he believes he's injured. Speaking to WWE Digital following his match, the former Universal Champion had this to say, I think I broke my ribs, but I walked out. Yeah, I got what I wanted. I don't trust the trainers. I don't trust anyone here. Not to given that the Owens feud continues as we close out 2024. Owens versus Cody Rhodes seems like a more probable destination for Survivor Series War Games at the end of the month. And if this is still the plan, then it's possible that WWE keep Orton off television. Orton was taken out on a cart following the brawl with Owens, so it looks like WWE are indeed planting the seeds that Orton will be off WWE TV for the foreseeable future. Next up, the sad reason why Drew McIntyre is off WWE television. But Drew McIntyre has been on TV since his brutal and barbaric Hell in a Cell match versus CM Punk. A lot of the fans have been wondering when McIntyre will be returning to WWE, as they've been advertising McIntyre for recent shows, but obviously he's not been appearing. According to Fightful Select, McIntyre is off TV currently for several reasons. As far as the injury that he suffered inside Hell in a Cell goes, McIntyre would have needed time off anyway due to receiving 16 staples after being hit in the head with a dreaded toolbox. Additionally, Fightful Select has been using the time to be with his family in Europe. McIntyre recently has been dealing with several personal losses, which is upsetting to hear. We're wishing McIntyre and his family all the best during this time. Can't wait to see when McIntyre is back on TV when he's ready. Next up, Dawn Marie comments on upcoming return. Now, earlier this week, WWE announced that Dawn Marie will be making a guest appearance on the upcoming edition of
Only two of you. What the hell?
The special guest referee for a hardcore match between Jada Parker and Lola Vice. This will mark her first appearance in almost 2 decades. Marie has since commented on an upcoming appearance by uploading a video to X, and in the video she stated, "Hello WWE Universe, I'm Dawn Marie. I'm so excited to be back at the legendary ECW arena this
Wednesday, November 6th, in the Speaker District with localized Jada Parker's Heartful Man. Ladies, I've been watching you back and forth for weeks. So when Ava called me and asked me to stand with you, it was a yes. Anything goes in this Heartful Man. Bring your weapons. This is going to become extreme. But there you go, folks. The world is you need to know.
Small Fried Chicken is back in a brand new location. 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan. Same great taste. Chicken around.
Hey, what's up?
Monday through Saturday, 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's Wishbone Fried Chicken right next door to the former location, bringing you the best chicken around. So great. Wishbone Fried Chicken, 31 Jackson Street, Suite A here in Newnan.
Are you looking for a golf trainer with power enforcement to help you on with your new curly friends, or to have customized training with your golf?
Free. Where'd everybody go?
Is an AKC certified evaluator and Victoria Stillwell certified training team. For more information, Rosemary wants to remind you to adopt, don't shop, save a life at community college shelters.
This is Mark Serino, asking you to tune into Let Go and Let God every Sunday at 9:30 a.m. right here on WQEE. We go to a Scoreboard faith podcast, discussion, inspirational stories, and contemporary Christian music. So tune in to Let Go and Let God Sunday mornings at 9:30 a.m.
Scam Likely's calling me. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you being with us. It's still about 62 degrees. All right, I want to do a short little rundown of my thoughts over the weekend of the Crown Jewel. Congratulations to Cody Rhodes, Atlanta boy, winning the first ever Crown Jewel championship, defeating Gunther. And, of course, Liv Morgan winning the first ever women's version of that, defeating Nia Jax. A couple other matches that stood out was the Bloodline, Solo's Bloodline defeated Roman Reigns, the Usos. Sami Zayn got involved, and he accidentally hit Roman Reigns, so which made the one, the only Jimmy Uso think, hey, man, what's going on? So we'll find out what Jay has to say to Sammy tonight on Raw. Seth freaking Rollins defeats Bronson Reed. He said, I'll make you famous. You took that from me, buddy. You took that from me. I tell people I'll make them famous. And so did The Undertaker. Blanca Belair and Jay Cargo keep their tag team belts. KO and Randy Orton, you heard there in the wrestling news. LA Knight kept his U.S. title, defeating Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Sorry. Get that right, Carmelo Hayes. That's the right thing. Yeah, I heard about Quincy Jones. Had that in the news earlier. And, of course, Cody Rhodes, congratulations to him. TNA champion Nick Namath takes a shot at Goldberg, wanting him to be destroyed in his final retirement match. Triple H said the WWE is going to be running more shows in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tonight's Raw will be in Saudi Arabia. They may have already recorded it or filmed it or whatever, but it's going on tonight. It's going to be afternoon there or something. I don't know. So congratulations with that being said and done. All right, we're going to close out the show after this. I'll give you a rundown of who won the poll question and all that good stuff. So stay with us right here on the RyanORadio Penitentiary. Till you have a family recipe that the family just can't get enough of, vote on the Facebook and the YouTube right now. Here's a little Bobby Rush for you. This is for WZZV. No problem, Cher. I hate that he did pass away. Quincy Jones, one of the greatest. Gotta let Holly in, or HD Reese in. Gotta unlock the door for her. Hello? Hello? What did you suggest, brother? Oh, Bobby Rush this morning saying he's only been handpicked by the right hen. Henpicked by the right hen. I had to do that for you, WZZV. I had to do that for you. I'm not forgetting you. You're part of the Sunny FM networks. All right, guys, we're getting ready to close out this hour of the first ever 4 radio networks we're all on. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on all the networks. We want to thank you guys for being diligent about it and calling in and everything, because you were enjoying it on all the networks this morning. Yes, we're going to be back here tomorrow morning on all 4 radio stations. We're on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key in Atlanta and Metro Atlanta. We're on WZZV Victory 100 FM. Old soul music like this and great gospel music. And of course, we're on WZEV 90.5 FM in Lineville. They're an hour behind us. And the all new WVEQ 98.7 FM. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you have a family recipe that family just can't get enough of during the holidays? Well, so far, the winner is yes on the YouTube page, 42% of the votes, 24% say no, 6% say maybe, and 27% say, well, not really. So there you go. Also, we're going to check our Facebook page when I get off and see how many of those votes came in. So there you go, guys. Go to our WQEQ Facebook. You'll keep up with everything that's going on here on all 4 radio stations, and we'll keep you abreast of what's going on in the community. Make sure if you got something you want to talk about or send it to us at community events, road reports, whatever you got going on, some news, you want to be a news hound, send it to LanettRadio@yahoo.com. That's LanettRadio@yahoo.com. We're getting ready to get out of here, guys. We're getting ready to get out of here on our first show on all the networks. Stay tuned. Coming up on WQEE this morning, we'll follow it up about 10:30 with HC Reese bringing you in Power Strikes Back. Mom Talk Radio till 12 noon, 12 to 2 p.m. Rod Peterson, our NHL, NFL, and CFL talk show from 12 to 2 p.m. The best sports lineup in the business begins from 12 to 5, 2 to 3 p.m. The Sports Beat, Richard Holdridge, local high school sports and more, and 3 to 5 p.m. It is Braves Country Radio with Matt McGee and the Armchair Quarterbacks. We'll finish up the day with Rick Smith at 5 p.m. and much more. Hopefully pretty soon, some music. But also coming up on WZZV, Victory 100.3. Stay tuned for Pastor Clyde Reed with the Gospel Train. He's going to take you up at 1 o'clock, keeping you on the track, the right track. And then we got the best and Bobby Rush and more taking up for the remainder of the day on WZZV, Victory 100.3 FM. And on WVEQ 98.7 FM and Lanett Valley, West Point. That is correct. 4 to 6 p.m. Stay tuned for Ben in the Afternoons. You'll have all your news for I had this morning, plus more great music in the 80s, 90s, and beyond. And, of course, your wrestling wrap-up. That's all coming up from 4 to 6. Ben in the Afternoons on WVEQ 98.7 FM, the all-new WVEQ in Lanett, Alabama. And let me go ahead and tell you something else, ladies and gentlemen. Following us on WVEQ, got the best hits of the 80s, 90s, and beyond, taking you up to the time our good friend Ben comes on. I'm back here tomorrow morning. I got more news you can use, fun, 2 great guests. Want to thank Inside the Coach's Corner guest, Coach Tommy Lewis, for being with us this morning. We appreciate him talking about the War Eagles winning their game 34-30, and we'll tell you when they get closer into playoffs who they're going to be playing. Plus, tomorrow morning we'll talk more sports and more movie reviews with Shane B in the final period. You can email me at 99classirock@gmail.com. Thank you for asking there, good friend DB on the YouTube. You guys have a great day. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here. Thank you for joining us on this first ever combine of all 4 radio stations. Woo! I love it. You guys have a great day. We're out of here. See you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm the Rhino saying you're out on good behavior. 5.5. No, fool. Well, DB, what's that mean? All right, guys, we'll see you. Physical at 5.5 West Washington Street, Newnan, Georgia, 30263. Please don't send me no pipe bombs, guys. Peace. See you tomorrow. Woo, what a busy morning.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yep.
There are 2 seats you get to pick from. Okay. Ryan, this is Alicia. Alicia, Ryan.
Hey, nice to meet you.